Hey, so I'm in Amsterdam now. It's just an average street in Amsterdam. So I think my last video I recorded was like 3 weeks ago. I just got to the Netherlands. So basically I spent 2 of those weeks at my friend's place in Breda. I was just kind of chilling. He's a really nice guy and had kind of a lot of fun friends around, so it's a good situation. And he's moving, he's packing up his apartment and about to move, so I helped him with some boxes and stuff a little bit. And yeah, so I was there for like 2 weeks. I did a little, one little short trip to meet someone else in Belgium for like 2 days. I left most of my stuff at my first friends in Breda, and then kind of biked with just like a change of clothes or something to into Belgium, just across the border with Belgium. So it was like a 2-hour ride to meet him. And then yeah, came back to Breda, had another good time, and yeah, spent 2 weeks there. And so I was kind of planning to ride my bike from Breda to Amsterdam. It was gonna be another like 130 kilometers, so 2 to 3 days. But basically I booked a hostel here in Amsterdam basically 2 weeks ahead of time or so, right when I got to my friends in Breda. And then the weather, the 3 or 4 days before I got to Amsterdam, before my booking in Amsterdam, was pretty terrible. Like, it was all rainy and cold. And so I basically just I chickened out of riding, and I just took a train the day of my hotel reservation, my hostel reservation. So I just took a train from Breda to Amsterdam with my bike. I was trying to sell my bike in Breda too, but nobody got no replies. And then I came to Amsterdam. I was trying to sell my bike here, and got even more no replies. And so yeah, it was kind of getting stressful. I kept posting more ads with like a lower and lower price. And he was like, well, you know, everybody in Amsterdam already has a bike. It's probably not the best place to sell it, especially at the end of November when, you know, nobody really kind of needs a bike for winter. But yeah, so eventually I basically just had to take my bike and walk around the city, and I found a used bike store that basically offered me a small amount, like not a very good amount, but it was something. Whereas a few minutes earlier I was starting to think I might just have to like leave it here. It just wouldn't be worth the cost of like taking it on the train anywhere else. But yeah, so I sold it for a bit, and then yeah, so that was all right. And then yeah, so I did a few days kind of in a hostel here. I met a group of like guys from the Spanish army that were here for the weekend, and kind of went out with them to a nightclub and stuff. And then after a few days, my mom arrived. So it's now Saturday. My mom arrived on Tuesday. So we've been doing a lot of like museums and stuff. We did the Rijksmuseum, the Van Gogh Museum, the Anne Frank House. There's a modern art museum called the Moco Museum. We did the Tulip Museum, and like a canal museum. And like, it was a small museum about the kind of history of building the canals here. So we did a lot of museums. Yeah. Now we're about to basically leave Amsterdam, and we've got a bus to Brussels in a few hours. So we're gonna go check out Brussels, and then we're gonna stay there, I don't know, 5 days. Maybe do a day trip from Brussels just to like Antwerp or Bruges. And then yeah, in I think 5 days or so, next Thursday, I take a bus from Brussels to my ski resort job. So yeah, this is kind of the end of the bike ride, and very soon the end of like a little backpacking adventure for now. Although I'm sure I'll have some more to do after the ski resort job, but yeah, in a few days I'll basically be stuck at the ski resort for 5 months. No. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.